So the FM15 Gen 2. I was asked what I think about them. And let me be clear, I love it. I love it, truly. I think this is a wonderful gun. So much so that now I have 3 different of their uppers. I bought the 11.25 inch originally. And I bought it because of how small and compact it is and how lightweight it is. My goodness, this thing is super lightweight. In fact, the 11.25 inch is now my kind of walk around the property, go for a hike. It makes for a really light hiking gun. Of course, this is set up right here as a cheek pistol. I think it does a great job of that. It gives you enough to reach out and touch somebody, and but it's nice and small. It can really just fit up under your arm if you need it to. It'll go anywhere. The problem with the 11.25 inch is for most bags, it's a little long. And so that's why I went with the 9 inch. Had I known the 9 inch was going to be produced, I probably wouldn't have bought the 11.25. But I'm really happy I did because I love the smooth recoil impulse of the 11.25. The great thing about the FM15 Gen 2 is that you're running with what is essentially like a half a BCG, right? For a direct impingement gun. And so you have very little weight that's reciprocating forward and back, right? So your reciprocating bolt mass is low. And so that means that the felt recoil for you is also low. You'll see here a little bit of video of my 10-year-old who's super lightweight, has limited experience, but he's going to shoot this 9 inch FM15 Gen 2, and you can see how controllable it is. Put it in, there you go. There you go, good job. Lean forward. Well, yeah, you ran out again. Good job for him. Now you'll hear me coaching a little bit because, well, I'm a dad and I'm trying to teach my little man to shoot. Usually he's shooting 22s or 20 gauges, and he does a better job of controlling the 20 gauge because he's expecting the recoil. This he handles very well. And so even if you're a smaller stature person, this is a great gun. Again, it's a great gun because it's lightweight, right? You have a 9 inch barrel. You have a front charging handle. Everything is contained up here, which means that we don't have to fold something over just to be able to use this. It can come straight out of the bag, be used as a cheek pistol. If you need to open the brace up for a longer distance shot, bracing for a little bit more contact, you can do that. It will go anywhere. Like I said, what I love about the 9 inch is it will fit into both of my Vertex bags, the one I showed you earlier, the blue one, and then also the green one. It's light for being a substantial caliber, right? And yes, 5.56 is still an intermediate caliber, but when you get into the smaller guns, it does get a little blasty. This blast averter on the 9 inch does a great job of pushing it away from you. And so you don't get that blast like you generally do with like a 7.5 inch 5.56 at the shooter because it's blowing it all forward. It does an amazing job. I was really impressed. It's a lot better than my 8.5s or any of my 7.5s. And then just the size, really, this thing's small enough to fit under a jacket. And you'll see me in a couple of these videos kind of messing around with it. It really will. It'll fit under a jacket if you needed it to. Now, that's not the reason I have it. I have it as a bag gun. This is my intermediate gun for those longer distance shots, like the open area in the Walmart parking lot, or per se the long distances in a Walmart itself, right? Up to 300 yards. The whole purpose of a bag gun is pretty much to get you back home with hopefully no more holes than what you started with, right? And so this is what I love about this gun, is just how small it is, how lightweight it is. It's controllable. Like I said, my child can run this gun without any real issues. and at a super young age with a super small size. So that's what I love about the FMs. I have the 11.25 and I have the 13.9. I love them both. I don't know if I'm sure which one my favorite is. It's probably the 9-inch simply because of size. That's my favorite, but all three of them have been great. They function well, and I think that they're a worthwhile thing for you to look at. I love mine. If they come out with a 7.5-inch 300 blackout, I would be super stoked. That's really where I'd like to be for a bag gun, is in that 6.5 to 7.5 range, especially for a DI gun, without having to pay, you know, the SIG MCX price for a 5.5 gun. That's probably a little small for what I want. So that is the FM. I love this little gun, and I'll show you why. One, it fits in this bag. It fits into the other Verdict's bag as well. It's fairly light for what it is, and it's just a great little gun. There she is. All right. So as you can see, I have this set up with just a Romeo red dot and an inexpensive light. I went with this light because I was traveling, and it gave me the option of white light, but it also gave me the option of an IR laser. And that's what I wanted. And so it was inexpensive. And if it got stolen out of my luggage, I wasn't out a bunch of money. Now, the FM15 Gen 2. This one specifically has a 3-position adjustable gas block. I have not been using it for that purpose. I've only been running it in the open position. With every type of ammo, I've not had any issues with this gun. It is, of course, a front charger, which is great. You can see I run a 20-round magazine in my bag gun because I want it to get pretty much as small as I can and take up the least amount of space. The other thing there you go. Forward just a little bit. Hey y'all, we're looking today at the FM15 Gen 2 9-inch. I love this little gun. It's my bag gun. It's my go with me gun. I like it because it's small. I like it because it fits under a jacket. I like it because it does what I need it to do.